Hello and welcome to my reaction to the first impressions video or first look video for Byzantium for the Civilization 6 New Frontiers Pass. Now, I thought I would have had another playthrough series with Bull Moose Teddy out and available for everyone, and I did record one. However, my voice was completely lost from all of it. So I'm going to have to re-record another Bull Moose Teddy series at some point, and I apologize for that not being up. It was an interesting game. We were on our own peninsula with a mountain range completely separating us from the mainland, so it was a very interesting start, very interesting game. Unfortunately, I don't think it can be shown because of the sound. But anyway, I wanted to get something up and some content, so we're going to go ahead, and I have not seen this video before, so we're just going to go ahead and get started, and I'll pause and get my reactions.
Basil II leads Byzantium in Sid Meier's Civilization 6. A distinguished general and administrator, Basil reduced the power of the aristocracy, filled the empire's treasury, and expanded its borders.
Now, I know they said in the sneak peek video that this Civ was going to be more of a domination either by force or by faith and religion Civ. So let's see what they have there, and I'm hoping the gold plays a part of that when they're talking about that gold, because if you have a large army, you need to pay the maintenance costs. So I'm hoping they have something with gold generation in there for that.
Byzantium's unique ability is called Taxis. It gives units additional combat or religious strength for each holy city converted to Byzantium's religion. The ability helps power.
Okay, so with that, you're definitely going to want a religion as Byzantium. There's no way you don't play without one. I hope they get some sort of bonus to getting a religion, because sometimes that can be a bit difficult on higher level difficulties.
This conversion by spreading Byzantium's religion whenever an enemy civilization or city-state unit is defeated. Taxis also lets cities with holy sites earn bonus great prophet points.
Okay, cities earning holy sites earning bonus great profit points. That'll certainly get you to a religion more reliably. And it looks like it's +3 if we go back there to when they were hovering over that unit strength, because they were about to do a fire there. Let's see exactly where it was, but they were hovering over it and showing just a bit of it. Let's see if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it, but it was saying +3 from taxis. So, let's see if I can find it real quick.
Religion whenever an enemy civilization or city-state unit is religion whenever an enemy religion. The ability helps.
There we go. So you see that +3 from taxis? Since they just founded their religion and therefore have only one holy city converted, and then they're getting a +3, I think that's going to be a +3 per holy city. So they can get more powerful, which means they'll have a really nice combination with the Crusade belief.
Helps power this conversion by spreading Byzantium's religion whenever an enemy civilization or city-state unit is defeated. Taxis also let cities with holy sites earn bonus great prophet points.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure this is actually coming in high quality here, because that was a problem.
Byzantium has two unique units. The Dromon replaces the Quadrian, offers additional range, and receives additional combat strength against other units.
Okay, the additional combat strength is nice, what you expect for a unique unit. The additional range, so it's a range 2 unit instead of a range 1 unit, makes it so powerful. It means that you could actually have a front line and a back line. So have a front line of a galley or two and have a back line of fireboats to actually go out and do some early naval conquest.
The Tagma replaces the Knight and grants nearby land units additional combat or religious strength. Byzantium
Okay, so yeah, again, that whole crusade thing where they're basically giving additional strength to their religious and combat units. That'll work out. That could work out well.
Byzantium's unique Hippodrome district replaces the entertainment complex, is cheaper to build, and provides additional amenities. When the
Okay, hold on. Let me go back here and see when they had the city screen up. So let's see. Provides additional amenities. Okay, just +3 instead of +1. And you receive a heavy cavalry unit for free. That is nice. Free heavy cavalry units means that you can spend more of your production on ensuring that you actually have gold income. So okay, so that's good. Anything else we're seeing over here? Nope. Shrine, temple, mosque. Nothing else looks out of the ordinary.
and provides additional amenities. When the Hippodrome and its buildings are constructed, they also grant a free heavy cavalry unit that does not cost maintenance.
Does not cost maintenance, and the buildings as well. Oh wow, that is amazing.
Basil's ability is called Porphyrogenetos. It allows heavy and light cavalry units to do full damage against cities following the same religion as Byzantium. Byzantium's focus is on an offensive, military, and religion-centered game, with abilities designed to create synergies between the two. If you want to pursue a religious victory, don't neglect your military, as your religion spreads to nearby cities when you defeat an enemy unit. Similarly, if you're aiming for a domination victory, prioritize converting holy cities in other civs to your religion, as Byzantium's Taxis ability will make those cities easier for you to conquer. You can't go back to Constantinople, so how will you lead Byzantium in Sid Meier's Civilization 6?
Okay, wow, there's a lot to unpack there. Let's go back to the screen that was showing all the abilities. Let's see. It's almost right there. And
Basil.
there we go. Okay, so here's the full list of abilities. Heavy and light cavalry units do full damage against cities following the same religion as Byzantium. And that tells you where you unlock the unique Tagama unit, which if you had another leader than Basil, you wouldn't have, since it's on the leader ability. That is rather amazing. Even siege towers and battering rams only boost melee units as far as attacking cities with walls. So heavy and light cavalry basically having a built-in battering ram that actually would work even against Renaissance walls, because the battering ram only works against ancient and the siege tower only works against medieval. So basically your heavy and light, your just cavalry units are just going to actually be able to go for walls. So you might actually be able to ignore siege units, even though siege units are really great and really powerful. You could possibly ignore them to the late game when aircraft are just amazing. So, and then we get into Taxis there, which is the +3 combat or religious strength for each holy city converted. And Byzantium's religion, so you get like a free, I think, probably like a missionary charge when you defeat a unit of an enemy civilization or city-state, notably not a barbarian unit. And then +1 great profit point from cities with a holy site is actually really pretty decent. It's one of the best abilities of Divine Spark, the Divine Spark belief, which gives you +1 great profit point from holy sites, +1 scientist points from libraries, and +1 writer points from amphitheaters, and is really good at getting you into a great profit. So yeah, just as soon as your holy site comes online, you'll beeline those early, get your holy site, and you'll get to the profit a lot quicker. You don't need the first religion; you just need a religion to really make a play into Byzantine strength. And then the Tagama, okay, land units within one tile receive +4 combat strength or +4 religious strength. That could be pretty solid. It'll be slightly harder to do that as a religious game, as moving your units or military units around an opponent's land religions units, since they operate on a different level. So I don't. It's a good bonus, but I don't know if you're really going to go after that with a religious game, because you might not have open borders, and if you declare war on someone, they can automatically just pillage your religious units. So there's a little bit of difficulty there. But definitely kind of setting over a flood of religious units before a combat is certainly within play. You'll definitely use like religious units, like siege towers, convert the city, then attack it to get past walls. So the Tagama, not that great, but as I think a religious boost. But as a knight boost, I think it could actually be decently strong, as you just have a line of them and they operate, giving each other +4 combat strength. The slight difficulty is that cavalry units, part of their advantage is their movement speed. So you're going to have to like move everything up, then do your attack. So it's going to be a much more, to play the Tagama well, you'll need to use micromanagement. And the Dromon, as I talked about earlier, it's definitely stronger, but it's that +2 range. It's that ability to not need to be next to the enemy, so you can have a galley in front. It's kind of a defensive blocker, and then use the Dromon to do damage, or do damage with both, so you can get 2 attacks in a turn to their 1 is really what's going to be there. And then the Hippodrome, again, +3 amenities. That will certainly make your amenity problems disappear. I don't think water parks are really going to be what you want with this Civ, when the Hippodrome is just there and obviously just so powerful. And then because it's just going to give you free heavy cavalry units, so if you bring them online after you unlock knights, and just get a bunch of Tagama for free, especially because those built with the Hippodrome do not require resources or maintenance. Maybe they require gold maintenance, but they do not require resources to maintain. So when you later upgrade them, you'll basically have tanks running around that don't burn oil. That can be all sorts of useful. But anyway, this is a very interesting military religious Civ. As they said, all their bonuses line up with military and religious. The Hippodrome gives a little bit, maybe a nod towards culture, since you'll get extra benefit from it, but the benefit you do from it translates more back into military than culture. So that's not really a good bonus they have, although they can get a religion, and religions can help with tourism. Where they don't have strength, and where you'll need to make sure that you actually put some investment in when playing Byzantium, especially if you're going the military route, is getting a decent science game. And that's going to be a bit harder, because early on you generally end up going kind of for religion and holy sites at higher level difficulties, or for campus districts, because they tend to be unlocked around the same time by the AI. At those higher levels, and you've only got so many cities, so many districts you can build, so much production, and are you going to get a religion generally means a little bit of sacrifice on some early science. Now that's not saying that's bad, as you could do a slightly delayed military push. And if you are going to do an early military push, you might want to actually do it navally. If you just happen to be in the right spot on a coast, you find an enemy that's coastal early, you can use your Dromon for an early naval conquest. That might be there. And then later you'll just bring your Hippodromes online, get a free army, and then start smashing at that point and spend your early game getting your religion established, then catching up on science, unlocking the Hyperdrome and Knight, which for Byzantium is the Tagama, and then making a push there. And then from there, just going ahead and snowball. And you don't really have to worry about walls. And that's sometimes a big thing, is you need a strategy to deal with walls. And your strategy to deal with walls is built into your cavalry. Anyway, I want to thank you very much for joining me, and be seeing you.